Good afternoon. Welcome on in. Let me get the Paint Pixie page over here. Excuse me, I need to get the Digital Deco Designs. I'm looking at the Paint Pixie paint and saying that. Digital Deco Designs. Let me get their page up. I am taking over Miss Kathy's Digital Deco Design page for a little while today. Come on in and say hello. Let me know you're here. Jump on in. Good to see you. Let's see if we're live over here. Says we are. Let's see if we can see our picture. That's the next thing. There we are. Great. Good to see you. Hey Terry, hey Bonnie, good afternoon. Good to see everybody. Y'all, I meant to send a notice out sooner. We have been out and about all day. Got home from dance class and I had to run. So we are all good, all good. So we've got some things out here. Good to see everybody. I hope you all had a good day, a terrific Tuesday. Hey Terry, how are you? Hey Bonnie, hey Jill, good to see y'all. So y'all, we're gonna do another Halloween today because I found in my files another black cat I had and I just love it. So I wanted to do it. Let me get my frame here. So this was just one of those apple pie frames from the dollar store. I had it left from last year. Unfortunately, they do not have these same ones this year. They've got the ones with the glitter, so you'd have to get the glitter off. I wasn't happy about it. All of them had glitter, but this one did not. So I'm just using this one from last year. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna paint this up so we'll have something on this. I did go ahead and put a coat of the primer, undercover primer on there, just to give it a little prime so that the paint will go on well. And hopefully that'll be enough. So I'm going to use some saltwater taffy, and that's the white. And put that on. Hey, Alice. Hey, Barbara. I am. I hope you're doing well. Good to see everybody. Welcome to my Facebook friends, and welcome to my YouTube friends today. Good to see both of you. So I'm going to go ahead and just take my Pixie brush. This one is called Little D. It's a good one for painting your surface. We're just going to go ahead and give this a coat. It ought to coat pretty well. This paint does really well. I like to go ahead and put the primer on there because it kind of gives you, the primer can make it be better to where you only need like one coat, and I like that. And anytime you're using like bottles, jars, cans, you might want to put a coat of primer. That's going to keep your paint from just rolling off. And this surface here was a little bit slick, so I felt like that would do really well on there. We're not going to worry so much about it showing a lot because we're going to be putting our print on top. And I don't have that much Halloween things right now. I think I need to get some. I thought I had some in my stash. It didn't have as much as I thought. I did a lot of Halloween, I think, last year. I know I sold several Halloween things. My husband loves Halloween. It's not my favorite. Of course, it's not my favorite. I'm okay as long as it's not creepy. If you just have the cute witches, pumpkins, cats. I love black cats. I'm good with that. I just don't like creepy. So I don't go to any of those scary houses or anything like that, y'all. I cannot. I'm afraid I wouldn't make it very far. So I don't do any of that stuff. But those of you who love to do it, that is fine. That is your thing. Just not mine. I don't mind the spiders and things for Halloween. I'll just say for Halloween. I'm okay with it. Let's give this a little coat right here on the side. And I think I'm going to go ahead and paint these two things in the black. So I've got my black paint over here out. Let's grab a brush for it. This is one of the older brushes. Let me get it because black is really a hard color. Let's get this. I think I'm going to go ahead and paint these blacks so they can kind of match a little bit more. How are y'all doing today? Hey Francis, how are you, my Aussie friend? How are you? I hope you're good. How's your weather in Australia? Is it Australia? I'm sorry, honey. I always get it mixed up. How's your weather? It is cool here. It's in the 70s in Alabama. So we are pretty nice right now, not having to worry too much. My husband did turn on the air. As y'all know, if you saw me last week, our air has been on the blink, but we did get a guy that's got it hooked up for right now. He replaced a wire, and it's going right now, but we don't turn it on blasting. It's enough to keep us cool, and we kind of turn it off at night, kind of save what we can. He said, it may last a week, it may be 2 weeks, it may last to the end of the season. We just don't know. We are going to have to get a new one, but we're just trying to doctor this one for right now. As y'all know, getting a new air conditioner is like taking out another mortgage. It's crazy what they are now. We should have done it years ago, and maybe we should have done it last year. Now, they do have a couple of programs. They do have a couple of programs that we're checking on, especially some for older people. So we're going to see what we can find out on that. And that might help a little bit, but probably not a ton. We've had 3 people come out and give us quotes. It's just they have to replace the whole thing. Now, we did get, one company told us that we wouldn't have to replace our heater part because it's still working, and it has a brand new motor that we got a couple of years ago and replaced that. And they said, well, the heater is working good and it's gas heat. So I'm hoping I don't have to replace that right now. That would be a big help. And yes, we might have to replace it later, but right now it's working, has a new motor. So I say, let's leave it for right now and not get that part. But just the air conditioning is ridiculous, y'all, ridiculous. If we can make it last through the rest of the season, then we don't have to be in a hurry about replacing it. And they have a lot better deals when it's not hot outside because they want to have business. So I feel like the good Lord will let us last through the end of the season. The fall here is pretty manageable if you just, open your windows. And our house is like a ranch house, but if you open all the windows, you can feel it all the way through the house. So we're hoping to do that and save a little money. Hey, Jeannie. It's 7 degrees this morning. Oh my goodness, lady. That is cold. So are y'all having winter season? We're in summer. We're in summer season here. I'm just going to put a little bit more here on the sides. I'm not going to worry so much about that middle part because we're going to be putting our print on there. So I think it'll be okay. And we can always touch up if we need to. I think we'll be okay right there. Because I kind of had a couple of things I looked at, and we'll see how that works. Let's dry that up. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Janice. Y'all grab your tea or your soft drink or your lemonade or whatever you're drinking today. I'm drinking cherry limeade. It's with stevia. We came in from dance. I'm always thirsty. We are doing West Coast swing, so I love it. It's not my husband's favorite dance just because it is a lot more involved than East Coast. It's a lot of steps, a lot of things, and but I love it. So I am good that that's what we're doing. But he'll pick it back up and he'll do good. It's a lot more to learn than doing East Coast. If you know anything about ballroom dancing, you know what I'm talking about. So it's great exercise for us. It keeps us young. We go out dancing when we can, and not as many places to dance anymore as there used to be. Of course, you can go to, you can go to a club and stuff, but it's usually not, you can use a lot of those dance moves, but there is one place that you can go, but it is a private place, but we all get invited quite often to go, and they open it up some nights for the public. So it is a very nice place. It's just not in a great area or has a very big parking lot. So Just things you got to keep in mind when you are doing that. It's sad that there's not as many places. And then there's a church across town that does have things some on the weekend. It's kind of boring if they don't have a band because it's just a DJ, and you know, it's not as much fun. Of course, we line dance there too, and that's fun. We can line dance a little bit. But we go to ballroom classes at our senior center. It's always a lot of fun. Our instructor's young, and she gets so tickled at us. Okay, y'all, that looks pretty good. So we got our black on there. It almost looks like a little black stain. I kind of like that. Our fan is on. It's just kind of stuffy in here. This room is very stuffy in the afternoon, so y'all just have to excuse me if you see the sweat. It's okay. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Kathy. Good to see you. All right, y'all. Let's get our piece dried on the edges so we don't get any on there. Got a couple of little things, and I'm gonna make a cute bow, and I do have some cute Halloween print strips that one of my friends sent me, so that'll be fun. So there are a lot of fall, a lot of Halloween prints in Digital Deco Design. Kathy is still having some sales. Check those out. I'll put the SKU number for this cat in my description. I'll fix that when I get off. And she has a lot to choose from. I did have some of them up here. I got one up here. Y'all saw me do this lady in the frame, and I've got some others. And this is a piece off of one of her fall prints that I did. So I've got plenty more. So I put the ruler up. We're through with it. I did my edges of my paper with the ruler. And I'm going to put this little friend on there. Isn't he cute? I think he's so cute. You could do this with any print, y'all. If you're not into Halloween, that is perfectly fine. Don't worry about your print being torn exactly right. I got a little wild over here, but it's okay. It's going to work. And I took a little stamp I had that said beautiful, and I put it right there on the pumpkin. Isn't that cute? So let's put our Mod Podge. We're going to use some Mod Podge today. So you could do any print with this. So I try to show you some ideas, but don't think that you have to use that print. If you don't like Halloween, it is perfectly fine for you to use another print. Never feel like, oh, I can't use that print. I don't like that print. That's okay. There's plenty more, and there's lots of fall that you can do. There's fall sunflowers, all kinds of things that you can do. And she does still have, did have the bundles, and I don't know if she's changed that. She had some bundles on sale. Now see how that's coming off just a little bit right there? So I'm going to touch that up just a little bit. I don't think it's going to show up under our print, but I like to make sure that that is covered. And sometimes it's the surface, but let's dry it again real good. And then we can put a little bit more Mod Podge and we'll iron it. I can't say this board is the best. It's okay. It's okay. It's not. It is, like I said, that's the reason that I put that undercover on it, because it is a little shiny, and that's what's pulling that off a little bit. Once we dry it really well, it's going to be fine. Hey, Charlene. Good to see you. I dry my Mod Podge a little bit and then iron it, because I don't like all that wet coming through my print, because sometimes it will water. It'll look like a watermark on it, so I don't like that. So that's why I go ahead and do this. I'm going to put a little bit more Mod Podge in a couple of places. I was patching up that. It's not going to show because that print is dark enough where it's not going to show, but I still felt like I wanted to fix that. So I'm going to put a little bit more on. Right in here. Okay. I'm going to grab it just a bit. We can always put more. So you could get 2 pieces of wood and a canvas. You could put a piece of wood on each edge and put the canvas down, and that would work just as well. Anything that you wanted to do, but that's just a tip that I can give you on that. And this was the top, so it doesn't really have a hook, but I'll turn that around. Okay, let's put this part on. I'm just gonna start it here at the top. Just kind of use. And if we don't have enough Mod Podge, we'll put some more. I think that's gonna work. All right, let's get our parchment paper. I've got my iron not quite on half. You're just going to start in the middle and move it out. And everybody says, why would you iron it? It helps with wrinkles, and it also reactivates your glue. So you can just put glue on one part and then put it on the other. I do dry my glue just a little bit, just so that it doesn't bring those watermarks through. I'm going to make sure that we get good on the edge. I usually start in the middle and go out. You see how we've got a couple little places right there? That's where it wasn't completely dry. It's going to be okay. I think it'll dry on in. If you ever have a place that you can see a little bit right there and it doesn't dry, take you a little bit of paint, water it just down just a little bit, and then just put you a little paint on there, and it'll probably fix it fine. You can't really tell, but you might have just a little bit. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, I'm trying to think. I think we'll put a little bit of paint on that bucket. I think I'm going to put a little bit of New Penny right here on this little buckle, just a tad. Get the gunky off of there. There we go. Let's put it right here in this plate. Just a tad. You don't need a whole lot. This is one of the metallic paints, and it's called New Penny. Isn't that pretty? It's like an orange copper. Love that. Okay. Let's see if this little brush will work. And I'm just going to take that and put it right here on the hat, just to bring that out just a little bit. It's just kind of painted on there in kind of like a gold. I want to make it shine just a little bit. I think y'all can see. That's just to give it another little look there. I changed my time today because we had an appointment that we had to do, and so Kathy is so sweet about letting us change. Sometimes I'm used to coming on at 10 in the morning, but sometimes we have to do the afternoon. And y'all, I'm just going to put just a little bit in the eyes too. There's just a little bit right here in their eyes. I'm going to say it's a her. Just putting a little bit in her eye. There we go. That's just going to give her a little bit of a highlight. Just a little bit of a highlight. You probably can't see a whole lot on camera, but that's going to give her a little bit of a highlight. And I'm thinking she needs a necklace. She needs a little something, something, doesn't she? Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. I wish I had... That's not going to show that much. Those won't show, but that would be cute if that showed. We might put some of those on the background. Let's see. I like to buy these little rings. You find them at Dollar Tree over in the kids little party favors and stuff, and you can get these. This would be cute as a necklace, but you're not going to be able to see that black a whole lot. I also have some pit berries, and that might work. She could have some earrings, some bad earrings. Maybe she needs some bats up there on her hat. What else do I have? I have a skull. I'm almost out of bats. I do have a skull. Let's see. Not liking that too much. It's kind of small. I do have some bats. I could do her a little necklace with the bat and a little bit of string. Tell me what you think about the, you can't hardly see them, but you can see them just a little bit. We probably can highlight them a little bit where you could see them well. Y'all give me a heart. Let's see if I can give you hearts today. Give me a heart if y'all like the little bat necklace, because we could put some there. I do have some pit berries as well. Let me get them untangled here. You know, they tangle and everything. That would be cute on her necklace. A few little pit berries. Maybe could do that. What else do I have? I do have some ribbon. I can make her a ribbon or a raffia bow. We could put her a piece of raffia on there. I do have some of that as well. So we could put her a little piece of raffia. What y'all think about raffia with a bat? I think that might be kind of cute. Something different, right? Fix her up a little bit. And we'll put some black wax on the side. Kind of thinking maybe she needs a little necklace. And maybe a piece of jute more than that. Let's see. Here's a little piece of cording. I could use that too. That would be cute. Let's see. Got a little piece of that. Y'all don't like the don't like the bats. I think that might be cute just for something different. Let's do that. Let's do her a little bit. Let's just take a little bit of the tacky glue instead of hot glue. Let's put a little bit of that on there. Let me get it out. There we go. I'm just going to put this piece of string. And I'm doing the lighter colored string instead of black so it'll kind of show. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of not be able to see it at all. It'll kind of just blend in. So I wanted to do it in a different color. Okay. Now we're going to put her a little bat on her necklace. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I'm not going to use the hot glue because it probably will melt this little ring. I like that idea. When this gets toward the end, it gets kind of jammed up just a little bit. There we go. And then we could put some little white dots for the eyes, and that would kind of show up that bat a little bit more, I think. Let's get just a touch. I still have any white left? Not a whole lot. Now how you have just a little dot in their eyes? Let me see if I can find, I have a smaller one than this. This might be too big, but we'll try it. We'll try just the edge of this one. I think I've got another one. Let's see. Yeah, I do. I got another one. There we go. Now you can see that a little bit better. Now it looks like it's got some little bad eyes. Now those little white eyes. Now I can see her necklace a little bit better. Isn't she cute? I like it better now. Yeah, I do too. Let's see what this one says. Here's the little Beautiful. And this came off of something, I think it came from the Dollar Tree. It says Beautiful. That's what I put on here. And then I've got this one. It's a little web. Little web. We might put that somewhere. I think I'll put some black wax on the side. I don't know of anything else I really want to put there. I could put, let's put another one of these bats up in the background, and maybe we'll put that somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put that one up there. Not really a whole lot will do to it. Hey, Shayna, good to see you. Just a little something, just to make it stand out a little bit. Just to show you, you can make it fancy. You can put more on it. It's just up to you what you want to do. I wish I had some little flat pumpkins. I don't. I might put, I do have a little bitty, I've got some little bitty sunflowers. I thought about one of those on there. Let's see if I still have those little bitty ones. All got mixed together. Bigger ones. Maybe I'll put them up here. I'm looking to see if I see that little bitty sunflower. I have a little bitty one. That one's too big. That one's kind of big too. Let's see. Here's a little one here. This is one of the little ones. That might work. Yeah, that'll give that a little look there. Let's put that on. I forget where I put things, and sometimes I have to look for them. Let's put this one on here, just to give a little something on our jack-o'-lantern. Just a little sunflower right there. That's going to give that a look. Got that bat there. This is a little skull. I ain't crazy about it. I've got one more bat I can put in the background. We could do that, possibly. And let's look at this little stamp. It's like a little spider web. Let me put a couple of those on there. Let's see if it'll stay on our piece. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just depends. How are y'all doing? Thank you. You like it? First time watching. I'm sorry, I missed your name. Hey, Jeannie. First time watching. Well, thank you. I hope that you'll join my page. I'm Sheila. Good to meet you. I come on Kathy's page every week and use her beautiful prints. Sometimes, I told y'all, sometimes these things work, sometimes they don't. What I usually have to do with these from the Dollar Tree is just kind of put them on here like that, and then take your piece and press it down. Then it sticks pretty good. Let's see if we can put another one. Oh, that looks pretty cool, y'all. That is pretty cool. I don't know if we get one down this way. We'll look. Let me look. Whoop, whoop. Let's put one right there. It's not as pretty on that one because I used what I had, but that's okay. We don't have to be perfect. It's good. I'll wipe that off. I always wipe these off with a wet wipe and get your ink off there before you restore it. Even though these are the inexpensive ones, I still try to take the ink off of them so that they'll do better. And then take your ink off of here too, off your little... That little piece helps, but they don't always stick to the less expensive ones. And I had some other Halloween, I had one that said like poison or something on it. I don't know if I still have that one. Let's see. I got a skeleton. One said poison. Was it this one? No, I don't think it was that one. But you could still put some little writing on there if you wanted to, but I had one that had, it was about that size and it said poison. I I've got one, and these were some I think I picked up at the dollar store, and they had a little skeleton and a black cat head. Let's see, what does that say? Let me stamp this one and see what it says. I don't know what this one says. I can't read it. It's got little writing. Y'all know my eyes can't see this little writing. Let's see what this one says. And if you get ink on here before you stamp it, wipe it off with your wet wipe so that it doesn't get on everything. Let's see what this says. That one said it was some kind of advertising is what it is. It was a garden advertising. It wasn't the one I was looking for. I don't know what happened to that black cat and stuff. You know, sometimes things come out of your drawer when you pull stuff out too and it's stuck to things. I don't see the other. Anyway, I have one that says poison. If I find it, I'll stick that on there. But some people like Halloween, some people don't. I like parts of it, so I'm okay with it. Now, we got one more bat that we could stick on here if we wanted to, but I kind of like it the way it is. I think with some black wax, I'm kind of liking it. Y'all like it too? Good, thank you. All right, let's see. What else do we want to put on here? Anything else? Let's put us a bow, and we can just do a small bow so that it won't hang down too long, and I think that will work. So I'm going to see if I see anything else I might like. Yeah, I probably could take that paint. I probably could take that paint and paint the necklace. I could possibly do that. Yep, I could have done it some others, but I think it'll work. It does. It'll paint on there. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. Let me see if I can paint straight. Yeah, y'all know me. You know me. Oh, that worked. Yes, that makes it look better. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just going to paint that in. I could have just painted it instead of adding a string, but that gives it a little bit of extra texture. There we go. Now she's got her necklace matching. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. I like that on there. I think I'm going to put just a tad right here on this pumpkin too. Just a little bit. Just to kind of paint it in. Now I'm using a little bitty brush to paint with. You could do it with a marker if you wanted to. If you're not good at paint, use a marker. The markers will work on these. Just putting a little bit right here for a little bit of a highlight. I'm going to put a little bit on to the mouth here too. And that's just going to make that stand out just a little bit. It's just going to give it a little bit of shimmer. Like that. I'll put a little bit right here. If you get too much, don't sweat the small stuff. Can't believe my hand's this steady this in the afternoon, but it's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. There we go. That just gave that a little extra something there. Just to shine it up just a little bit. Just a little highlight. That's all you got to do. And I'm liking that. Let's put a little black wax on there and see how we like that. Get my little black wax piece here. What's this one? Let's put a little black wax on the sides. I'm going to put a bow on there and go ahead and put a hanger on the back to hang it. You also could drill some holes and put a piece of wire if you wanted to on here. This is just an inexpensive surface that you can grab. Grab these when you, now I will tell you, you can grab these from the Dollar Tree, but you're gonna have to get the glitter off unless you like glitter. If you like the glitter, then leave it on. If you don't like the glitter, it will sand off. It just takes a while for you to get it all off. You can sand it off. But you also can just get you a canvas or a piece of wood and put you a couple of pieces on each end and do that as well. Something easy peasy. I'm putting a little wax here at the top, right at the top of this paper, and a little bit at the bottom. And that's just gonna give it, it's gonna look cute with the other black cat, isn't it? Now let's put, let's try to make a little bow. We're just gonna make us a small bow. And I've got all kinds of material here. I've got some Halloween in here that my friend Min sent me. And then I've got some of these blacks and oranges. Let's do a little bit of that. This one's got spiders on it. This one's got a few stars. I don't know if I'll use that, but you can. The stars will go with that too. It's got a few of those in there. So let's just put we're gonna make it pretty short, pretty short. Let's get these brushes out of our way so we don't get that in our paint. And I gotta wash brushes when I get off. Let me trim that just a little bit. Okay, let's make us a cute little bow. Well, welcome. Hey, Brenda. Yeah, we're not going to put a real big bow. I'm just going to kind of put one on the side over there. And I love to make material rag bows. Those are my favorite. You'll see me make quite a bit of them because that's just something I love. Here's the spider. Let's put it toward the top so we can see it. Let's put a little bit of this orange in. I'm going to use this orange here. This little checks. Now this one and the black and this one here all came from Jubilee Fabrics. If you've never heard of Jubilee Fabrics, they're online. You can also order from their Amazon store now. And they have some really beautiful material. Let's put a little bit of this little stars, because they have little stars on there too. Let's put a little bit of that. And I don't know where she got this material, but some of it had some purple on it too. It was really cute. I had forgotten about it till I was getting my ribbons out, and I said, oh, I've got some of this. That would be cute. Let's cut that off a little bit. There we go. Okay, I think this is gonna be big enough. All right, let's put this orange now. And this one's a little wider. Sometimes when you're tearing this, it won't tear real thin or it rolls. So sometimes you have to do a little bit bigger. And this is the same on each side, so you don't have to worry about twisting it. You can just put it in just like it is, and you're just going back and forth is all you're doing. And let's get this to the right side, and then we'll kind of trim that at an angle. And you always have a bunch of strings. That's part of it. That's the fun of it to me. I do have also some black. All right, let's see, where did that other one go? Well, this one. This has got little spiders. I think this is cute. Okay. Miss Cindy, if you're watching, I got your package out today, so you should be getting that in a few days. It will take a little bit longer than normal because it does come UPS. Y'all, our mail service has gotten so bad, and if you mail out a card, it takes people weeks to get them. I mean, I'll mail it out a week ahead of time, and the kids still don't get the cards. It's just crazy. And mail service has really gotten slow, and they don't even deliver ours every day. So here's a little bit of raffia. Let's put a little bit of it in there, and this is the black. I have some black and some orange, and I like to tear mine apart. Sometimes it tears good, sometimes it doesn't. Just depends. This is kind of more of a paper, and so it doesn't tear as well as some of the other. We'll just use these. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there. I'm just going to tie a bow. And just put a little piece of that in there just to give it a little bit more interest. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna put that in and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Oh, I do like that. I'm not gonna use my good scissors. I'm gonna use my other scissors. I'm gonna cut that down just a little bit. I like it. Let's hope we can put this over here on the side. Then we're just gonna tie it up. Just like that. And then I'm gonna pick a name, make sure that you've commented and all the things. If you've just been a silent watcher, I won't pick your name. I have to be somebody that's actually been making comments, and that's what I'm looking for, to pull somebody's name, and you're going to get a free download from Kathy. And you could get this print if you want. Totally up to you, whatever print you want to get. And she will send that to you in a digital download, then you will download it and print it yourself. If you have an order, be sure and use my link. It's in the comments. And you can add that to it. So you just send her an email and let her know that you won, and I will post it so she knows who won. And then you can tell her I would like the download in this, and she'll send you that. So it can all be done together. I'm gonna trim a little bit of this off because I know it's gonna be a little long. Let's get this out of our way. And that was my quick craft for you today. It wasn't a lot, but just to add just a few little things. Sometimes you just need a little bit. Sometimes you don't have to have a ton. We may trim that off a little bit more. And I'm gonna put this right up here in the corner. I'm gonna hope my little bat's still gonna show. It should. I'm gonna put it up a little bit right here, just right there on the corner, and trim those up just a little bit, and that will keep plenty of room. Let's use our Ryobi. It's gonna be good and hot. There we go. You see it steaming? Still love my Ryobi. My husband bought me batteries. I was thrilled. But you can buy some batteries that are not their brand, but they're like an off-brand, but they do work. I don't know how long they'll work because none of these small ones last very long. But you can get some different kind, and they will work in this. Okay, let's get this trimmed right here. I didn't mean to do it with the scissors, but that's all right. It won't be too bad. And I'm gonna put a little hanger on the back. And I might put, I had something else, I forgot what it was now, that I thought about putting up there. We'll look. Something I had, I kind of like it is. It looks fine. You could put a little bit of Sweet Annie or a little bit of greenery on the bow if you wanted to, but I kind of like it. That's what I have for you today. I'm gonna put the hanger on the back. I will post a picture to Digital Deco Designs community group and to my 2 groups and on my page. So I hope that y'all enjoyed her today. I will put the SKU number for her if you'd like to get her, and I'm gonna draw a name, and I'm gonna scroll up and down. Let me put this back over here. Out of our way. And I'm not seeing that many comments over here, so I'm gonna use the phone. Go all the way up and all the way back down. All the way back down. A lot of you watching, thank you. Hey, Rosebrook Cottage, I think I saw you. Okay, that was somebody watching. Sorry about that, y'all. If you're watching, you have to have made comments. I'm not seeing a lot of comments, so I'm gonna pick from somebody who's made comments, y'all. Rita Benner. Rita, are you still with me? Have to still be with me. Float me a heart and let me know you're here. Y'all don't float any hearts. Y'all let Rita float a heart. Rita, are you still with me? Have to watch to the end. That's just fair to everybody that watches each week. Rita Benner, are you still here? Rita Benner. Rita, float me a heart. Put me a message and let me know you're still here. Going once? Going twice? All right, we're gonna pick somebody else. All right, let me go all the way back up. I see a lot of people watching, but y'all, you have to be making comments. That's the only way that I can pull your name. All right, let me get past everybody. Okay, I saw some hearts. Was that you, Rita? Let me see if you put me a note at the bottom. Oh, Rita's still here. Good, good, good. Yay, Rita. Rita, you want a download from Kathy, and what you will do is I'll put that on her page to announce it, and you will just send her a email to Kathy with a C, Kathy@digitaldecodesigns.com, and she'll know that you were my winner, and you tell her what you would like to have for a download free. Oh, Robin, I was talking about the other one. I was talking to Rita. Yes, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hey, Nancy with Crafting Downstairs with Nancy. Y'all go follow my friends. If you see my friend's name on here, that means, you may not be following them. I don't know what's happened to the follow button next to their name, but if they don't sound familiar, go check them out and follow them. If you're already following them, that's fine. If not, then follow them again, right? Right. Give them another follow. I had to refollow some of my creator friends that I follow all the time and watch them. For some reason, it came up and it said I was not following them. I said, oh my goodness. So there's no telling what's going on. Y'all just hang in with Mr. Face, and we just do the best we can. That's all we can do. But I appreciate y'all being here. Be here again next week and make comments, and I might pull your name for a free download. But thanks to Kathy for having me, and I appreciate her having us every week, and hope that we make her proud of her prints and that you love them too. But all kinds of things you can do with these. Just use your imagination and just have a good time with them. And if y'all didn't notice, y'all saw me do the other cat. I redid that background. So I found out how to do that stencil. So go back and check a new picture. I have replaced the picture, and you can see that I filled in that background. It looks so much better, and I redid the print. So I just took it off, redid it, and then put it all back on, and it looks so much better. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day and blessed day. I enjoyed being here with you, and I appreciate you every week for coming and being on here with me and sharing me out. Thank you so much.